Alright, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahawashi, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is the brother Irawam from the James Jamaica camp. Come with another quick lesson. And this lesson is inspired by something that was just going through the Gospels, and this precept here you know mom came to mind, and just wanted to let those of us of the as a reminder for us of the hopeful elect, that when we are persecuted in this world, or when we're afflicted and when we go through the curses, when people come against us, whether it's family or otherwise, or just the world in general is against us, it's because of the righteousness that we obtain through faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the righteousness of faith. It's about the fact that we are within and growing in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and this is the walk that we have to make. This is the walk that we have to make, and it just shows that we are on the right track. Sometimes we may feel down, and sometimes it gets to you, because this is a battle of losing, but we have to enjoy it and know that, look, this is the game. This is to get that glory, to obtain that everlasting life. These are the rules, and this is the type of game that we're playing, and it comes with the territory, and what the game is to actually endure and overcome through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by what? Learning and applying these scriptures to the best of our ability through faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright? So let's just see that, look, the scripture tell us that Yahushai is the author and finisher of of our faith. And let's see the great example here, even Yahushai himself. Right? So this is John 15 verse 20. It says, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also." And it's not only just the things that we go through now, but the things that we're going to go through in the days to come. And you're going to see what I mean in a bit. Right? It says, "For all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake." So it's not because of our righteousness or our wisdom or our knowledge, or this they like to think people like to think that we came up with this truth of our own, or it's our thing, meaning us men in the flesh. It's not our thing. This is of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So when we're being persecuted, we'll be persecuted for the sake of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? It says, "But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned." And in this day and age, Yahushai, is speaking to them and has come unto them through us, his prophets, through us, his men, who come and speak his word, which was given to him of the Father. But now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hated me hated my Father also. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not sinned. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But it cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law, they hated me without a cause. And that's the thing, these people hate Yahweh Shem Yahushai without a cause. They hate Yahweh Shem Yahushai because what they require don't fall in line with the things of this world and the things that have been given unto them of the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, right? Because they are of their father the devil. Now let's see what is said in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, and let's see what happened to Yahushai also. Right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, and I'm going to go to verse 12. Right? And this is the ungodly, and this is the ungodly speaking. There's more, but I'm trying to keep to the point. It says, "Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean, contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy and to our infamy the transgressions of our education. And that's exactly what Yahawashi did. And it's the same thing, us who hunger and thirst after righteousness. It's the same thing that we're doing within this day and age. And just as how Yahawashi was persecuted for that, it's the same thing in the coming days. We will be persecuted for the same. Right? Verse 13, it says, He professed to have the knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord, which, us of the hopeful elect, we know that on this side, we have received adoption onto Yahweh through Yahawashi, you know, which is, through the knowledge that have been given unto us, right? He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. And that's the other thing. They always say, oh, you act as if you're better than people, or you're better than us, or come down off your high horse, or you think you're more righteous than anyone else, or they see us as some goody two through, or however they want to frame it, just because what the things that we say, and how we reprove them through the scriptures, and us following the scriptures don't support the things that they do, which are the things of the world. Therefore, we get that pushback. That's why we get that backlash, whether it be of people within our own household, whether it's our families, whether it's our acquaintances, whether it's our friends, or even just people that we know in general, and even outside of that, when we're on the highways and edges, bringing out this truth, those people as well. It also, on a wider scale, other camps, and other men who are out of line and out of sync with the scriptures and the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? It says, We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed, and make it his boast that God is his father. And that's exactly what we do. We say that, Yahweh is our father, Abba, through Yahweh Shai, right? It says, let us see if his words be true. So here's the where the persecution come in, right? It says, verse 17, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, and that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. And even the apostles, said it many a times. Even brothers said it many a times. Sometimes, when whether it's our family or acquaintances or just people in general, when they do some things, or when they do certain shit, excuse my French, that's a demon, or a spirit jumping on them to try to get at us, to try us, to see if we're going to deviate from the guidance of the scriptures, and of the precepts, and get carnal, and get out of line, right? Verse 20 says, let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine, and were deceived, for their own wickedness had blinded them. Because exactly, the thing about it is, they don't want to repent. In St. John, it's about men love darkness rather than light. Right? Verse 22, it says, as for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. And that's the thing. They can't see the kingdom. It takes a spiritual eye to see the kingdom. Whenever we tell them of what Yahweh Shem Yahshai has promised for us, in the life to come, when we explain to them all the hell that's about to break loose, when the fact that we tell them that, look, they have to put off this world to receive that, they can't do it, because guess what? They're more in the here and now, right? Up further in this chapter, it tells you about how they say that no man is known to die and have come back from the grave. So they have that YOLO mindset. They have that mindset of, here is the end all be all, and you just need to please the flesh at all costs, because when you die, you just go. So they don't think about the righteous, the reward of the righteousness to come. They don't think about the fact of pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and being blameless in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and only looking for reward or praise or glory from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They only think about what getting it in the here and now and following after the ways of Esau, Edom, the devil. Right? Verse 23 says, For God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. And that is why the unbelievers, the majority of Israel, and especially the two-thirds in America, they're gonna die. They're gonna be put to death. You know, in Psalms, and it talks about bringing vengeance on the heathen, which are dealing with other nations, and punishments upon the people, which is dealing with who, the unbelievers. You know, so it is pretty clear, but it shows why they'll be against the righteous. And that is why, if you're wondering about why you're catching hell with everything and everyone around you, and and in the days to come, you're gonna see that, look, it's gonna be the same thing, right? Now let's get the example from Yahawashi, because Yahawashi went through this, right? Where was I? The 27 verse 39, right? It says, Matthew 24:7 verse 39, it says, And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads. Let's look on this word revile. To speak reproachfully, rail at, revel, calumniate, right? To be spoken, blaspheme, to be spoken evil of, reviled, rail at, right? So let's go back, right? So it says, And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads, and saying, Thou that destroy the temple and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. And they're gonna say similar. They were talking shit, and they're gonna do the same thing to us in the coming days. Even now, sometimes, I've had people who have been especially when we're just coming into the truth, people would say to me, if it's you always try to do the right thing but it never works out, so why do you keep doing the right thing? Or you may do the right thing and you know you don't get in trouble, and like, so if you're doing the right thing, how is it that God it didn't work out for you, or something along those lines? And they're gonna say the same thing that they say to you, how should I are similar things, right? It says, likewise also the chief, and I know brothers have experienced this and have gone through the same, right? Verse 41, it says, likewise also the chief priests mocking, and the scribes and elders said, He saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the king of Israel, let him come down from the cross, and we will believe him. Verse 43, he trusted in God, let him deliver him now, if he will have him, for he said, I am the Son of God. Alright? It says, the thieves also which were crucified with him cast the same in his teeth. And when you look at it, even those none of these people who were doing this were righteous, and it gives a reflection of what was mentioned in Wisdom of Solomon. All right. So hey, when just bear this in mind, as we of the hopeful elect should bear this mind as bear this in mind as we go through our daily walk. But also, this is gonna come in full swing, especially in the days to come, with all the hell that is about to break loose. So we should definitely be girding up our minds and remember that, look, the servant is not above, his master, all right, or their master. So hopefully this was edifying. Once more, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom.